What's up, VC? Stavros, Spinning Greek, back from the den. Spring supposedly is here. Snow's melting. It's sunny out. If it's sunny, I listen to the dead. Dude, it's sunny music. We're listening to Grateful Dead live at Winterland, May 30th, 1971. This was on Rhino, released in 2012. This show's great. There's no fluff, but there's a side C, the third side, has a 15-minute odd long Turn On Your Love Light with Pigpen doing his thing, and he was sick all through 71, but on this it's awesome. And it also catches, he does like a little rap in the middle of it, and he also does this thing he used to do at concerts where he tries to match people in the audience, dudes in the audience, with lovely women in the audience that are close to them during the song. I get a kick out of that, I guess. This was on Rhino 2012, remastered from the original blah 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 7 1/4 blah blah tapes. Sounds really good, and it makes me smile. So that's what's on in the back. Got some shelf pulls, and then my local record store gave me a heads up that they were buying a collection and when to come in to look through it. It was interesting, nothing awe-inspiring, but I got, like 5 or 7 albums. Alright, so shelf pulls, first up, Cootie Man, Space Cassava. I think this used to be a big thing in the VC when it came out. Cootie Man is a producer out of Israel, and this is his first release on his label, Sayal Music. Sayal, I don't know. I don't speak Hebrew. This is labeled as free jazz funk. It's written and arranged by Cootie Man. It's got saxophone, flute, trumpet, trombone. It sounds electronic at times. I don't know. You jazz people may like it. I think it's been shown in the VC. I don't know. I got this when it came out, and I haven't listened to it in forever. Thought I'd pull it out. If anyone knows more about it, good. It's alright. Not terrible, not good. I got this. This was a record store day release, I don't know what year, from Light in the Attic. I found it for cheap, 6 months ago maybe. Just now got around to opening it. So this is supposedly the holy grail of Toronto funk. They reissued this over 10 years ago, and this was a 10-year anniversary of the reissue. And it talks about how it combines reggae, funk, soul, and wide open drum breaks. I think I need to spend some more time with this because most of it seemed soul to me. I didn't get a lot of funk. I definitely didn't get any reggae. But it was interesting. The drum breaks were good. This is like a 11-piece band, 12-piece band. So it is interesting. I wouldn't call it the holy grail of funk as much as I would. It's a good soul album. Wayne McGee and the Sounds of Joy on Light in the Attic Records. Originally 1970. This is a 2014 reissue for Record Store Day, I believe on orange vinyl. Originally issued on Birch. What the hell was the name of that Canadian? Birchmount Records, Canadian label. They redid the label. They did a good job. Packaging's awesome. Lots of pictures, booklet. And you can find it for dirt cheap. So if you want to take a look at some Canadian soul and funk, check this out. It's pretty good. More soul than funk, but it's a keeper. I don't know why I bought this. Actually, I do know why I bought this. This is Graham Central Station. Release Yourself. This is a UK pressing from 1974. Check that cover out, first of all. Dude's floating. He's floating because he's releasing himself, I guess. And check out these people. Like, when I saw this, I should have known there was going to be a disco tinge to this. I mean, look at that. And there is a disco tinge to it, but there is quite a bit of funk. Honestly, this is them trying to do Parliament Funkadelic. Not nearly as good, but enjoyable nonetheless. And the American pressing you can find for $1 in your used bins. This was a UK press, but it was still like, I don't know, $4. I couldn't leave it there just because of the cover. But it took me 8 months to play it. Not bad, not great. This whole video apparently is filled with just meh records so far. Sorry. But those are the shelf pulls. Shelf pulls, there's not... What am I going to say about these? These are the reissues that Helmut Diggy sent me. Finally got around to spinning them. All I can say is that the reissues sound amazing. And David Bowie is incredible. Pulled this. I got this a long time ago on eBay for like $2. Billy Cobham, George Duke Band live in Europe. They got John Scofield playing guitar with them. And this can be had for a song as well. And, you know, if you can get first of all, the cover's great. So jazz, funk, fusion. It starts off great. First 2 tracks are phenomenal. Then it sort of veers off into weird areas. Al Mustafa the Beloved is almost like just a story they're telling. Then side 2 starts with a slow soul ballad of sorts. Then into a long drum solo, which is not bad. And then it gets back to the jazz fusion that I like. So 8 tracks. First 2, last 2. Middle you can throw away, but that cover's amazing, and you can pick it up for $1 or $2. You want to listen to some Billy Cobham. Pick this up. This is 1976 on Atlantic. Good stuff. All right, so the rest of these, I got a call. I went to my local record store, and Dave told me that he was going to look at a collection, and then if I came back like 3 days later around X time, it should be there. So I went, and they had priced half of them, not the other half. Looked through. The dude must have a huge collection, because there's some good stuff, and he kept decent care of all his records, which is a good thing. You can tell there's treasures in his collection that Dave hasn't seen. He's hoping to go back and get more of them, but you know, this guy, first of all, there's like 50 Benny Goodman albums. The guy loves Benny Goodman. Tons of Bill Evans, some good jazz, and then some weird stuff here and there. So a lot of Bill Evans. I took this one out of there because it was really cheap. The cover's terrible. Bill Evans Quintessence 77 on Fantasy. And the reason I picked this up is because of the players with him. Harold Land, Kenny Burrell, Ray Brown, and Philly Joe Jones. Look, this is not going to blow your mind, jazz. It's not. It's, you know, but Bill Evans is awesome. Philly Joe Jones you can't go wrong with, and Kenny Burrell on the guitar is juicy. This is beautiful. It's good, solid work. You know, that you don't have to work hard to appreciate. So yeah. Bill Evans Quintessence. Again, cheap, easily pick upable. Picked up this ECM out of his collection. 1983 release. Keith Jarrett Standards Volume 1 with Gary Peacock and Jack DeJohnette. Again, nothing mind-blowing. Just solid players playing solid jazz. It's very nice to have and to lounge to. Keith Jarrett Standards Volume 1. Now, this happened. I picked these up a couple of weeks ago, so this was before my kind of spending freeze. But they were all affordable. This I was pretty psyched to find in there. Blue Note Rare Grooves. Not Volume 2, 2 LPs. Blue Note Rare Grooves. This was obviously on Blue Note, 1996. And then who they got in here? You know, Reuben Wilson, Jack McDuff, Jimmy McGriff, Stanley Turrentine, Larry Young, Eddie Gale, blah blah, Elvin Jones, Donald Byrd, etc. This is way more funk than jazz. Thus the grooves, I guess. But this is really enjoyable, and it is in minty condition and the right price, and I enjoy it thoroughly. Blue Note Rare Grooves, 1996. I was bummed that James Brown Live at the Apollo reissue I picked up sounded like dog shit. But this guy did have this in his collection, and I picked it up because look at that cover. James Brown, take a look at those cakes. I mean, come on, man. Who's not going to pick this up? This is phenomenal. This was on Polydor. I don't know what year. 1978. And there's a note back here. Jam 1980s was one of my best efforts, but this album, Take a Look at Those Cakes, is my greatest since The Payback. I've got to keep you boogieing. I love you all. James Brown. Take a look at those cakes. I mean, look at him standing there. This is the best cover ever. And the music's good. It's really good. 2 tracks on each side. Well, 2 on the first, 3 on the second. First song, For Goodness Sakes, Look at Those Cakes. Awesome. And then an 8-minute long, As Long as I Love You, to finish up the album. Highly recommend this if you can find this. Polydor, 1978. James Brown. Got this. This is my favorite Kinks album. This is an original in minty condition. Covers, got some ring wear, etc. But the record was perfect, so I had to pick that up. I mean, not much I can say about the Kinks. You guys all know them. So yeah, OG 1971. RCA Records, Kinks, Muswell Hillbillies. Alright. I have no Soft Machine. All you guys talk about the Soft Machine. Picked up the Soft Machine Volume 2, original press. I don't get it. I don't get the love. I will spin it more. I will try to get into this. I understand. The first one blew me away when I listened to it digitally. I had not listened to this, but I saw it. I got all excited, picked them up. Original press, great condition. Was not a huge fan, but I will continue to spin this probably after I do this video and see what the buzz is about, because on first listen, and I was, in its defense, I was working while listening to it, so I will imbibe some beautiful stuff and then put headphones on tonight and really get into it. I don't have any Uriah Heep. This was there for a song. Original press on Bronze Records. Not bad. My wife overheard it, and she said it's the single worst thing she's ever listened to. But I kind of dug it. So I'll look for more Uriah Heep, I guess. Magician's Birthday. And then lastly, of all the things he had an original copy of Iron Maiden, Peace of Mind. Who's going to leave that there? I don't have any Iron Maiden. I've got a couple of 7 inches actually, but I only want, if I'm going to get this Iron Maiden, I want to get the originals. And I want to find them in the wild, which is a tall order because you metalheads don't give up your records. But this was there. And this was an original UK press. And I jumped all over it at a decent value. And I've spun it like 8 times in the last 4 days. That's an exaggeration. 8 times in the last week, maybe. So yeah, that's it. A lot of people wondering whether they, never mind. Peace, everybody. I hope all's well. Weather's turning. Go digging. Love you guys. Bye.